존나 어이없네. 어떻게 생각해요? 공짜라니까? 와 씨발 머리가 띵하노.
A university is not something that one simply opens, like a savings account or a jar of pickles. Any self-respecting...
Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
충격적이고 씨발. 야 자막 나오는지 한번 해봅시다. 게임 자막 켜기 언어 한국어. 새끼
A university is not something that one simply opens, like a savings account or a jar of pickles. Any self-respecting academic institution was doubtlessly opened long ago by dignified people who wore bowler hats and spoke via subtitle. The world is a creation of the past, and it is our job to keep it all going and try not to touch anything.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid.
와 프레임도 훨씬 좋아. 초반에 존나 화끈하게 크게 지어. 꺼져. 응 몰라. 내가 생각하는 과학시설이야. 어떤? 여기다가 존나 벽에다가 하나 붙여놓고.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. I hear that another university has opened its doors to the aspiring bookworms and lab rats of 2 Point County. Listeners may remember that I don't like new universities because they're not old and therefore not any good. If they were, they'd have opened a long time ago. That's called logic, students, though I don't suppose you'd know.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
타바시님.
Now taking students for Scientography. Welcome new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us.
사기당했음. 이거 됨.
It's not your year, it's just another year.
액박에 공짜임. 얘들아 수업 듣자.
Starting in the science lab. work may or may not pay off.
실업계? 나 대학교 안 나왔어. 부럽노.
Welcome back. I can't say that I understand our county's recent
고등학교 때도
fascination with
꽤
opening pop-up universities on a weekly basis, but it seems appropriate to commemorate the opening of yet another
야, 여기서
fun-time
수업을
house of
언제 하냐?
real good learning. I thought we'd talk about the past, memories and nostalgia. The feelings that things used to be in some incalculable and all-encompassing sense better. But why do we feel that way? Are we wearing rose-tinted glasses? Perhaps. Did everything used to be better? Probably.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
기숙사? 기숙사가 필요하노. 기다려봐라. 기숙사는 이 정도 돼야지.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Education is non-refundable.
화장실? 기다려봐.
I used to love taking the train, the steam, the crisp sandwiches, watching people's luggage fall. Oh, those were the days. Sadly, I now find the experience of using our county's rail services is missing one rather vital component. I find that everyone seems all too engrossed by their mobile phones. Now, I have no interest in talking to anyone, but what I did like was ignoring people. It's just no fun if they do it for you.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. that dogs don't eat homework. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Photography lecture starting now.
Beaver from Bungle. The small car that makes the little things feel bigger than they are. It's a perspective thing.
Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog.
됐어. 아, 이걸 왜 자꾸 배치하라는 거야? 나무 없으면 이거 뭐 얘네들 기절하나? 왜 이렇게 배치하라는 거예요, 나무를? 일부러 이거 뭐 자리 존나 차지하려고 그런 거 아니에요?
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you.
그건 절반 잘라야 돼. 반절 나눠. 좋겠어.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
이게 뭐예요? 고생한 접수대. 접수대는 뭐야?
was recently stolen back to the days of my youth. Yes, after inadvertently trapping myself in the airing cupboard, what did I come across but my old wooden tennis clogs? It had been too long since I thought about my days on the university tennis team. It was said that the mere sound of our carved shoes were enough to cause eruptions of rosy cheeks and giggling on campus, although some believed that it had something to do with our shorts.
Staff are reminded to care about students. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
몰라요. 일단 올려주니까 쓰. 왜 필요한지 모르지만 일단 저거 하면 경험치 올라가.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
일단 버티고 있어. 학생이 너무 적어.
Whatever happened to wooden tennis shoes anyway? The visual spectacle of tennis used to be accompanied by a positive symphony, a sound like a company of coconuts dancing on a ballroom floor. Only wooden tennis clogs can produce such an enchanting auditory experience. But what do they wear now? Ghastly, squeaky things. And for what? Added grip? Light weight? It's practically cheating.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Plagiarism is not a belief system. Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
The rise of the synthetic shoe is not confined to the tennis court, sadly. I'm sure many long-time listeners know that I visit Confetto's Cobblers once a year and treat myself to a pair of brogues, or loafers if I'm feeling scandalous. On my most recent visit, however, I was horrified to find that my dear cobbler had been replaced with an establishment by the name of the Shoe Zoo. But can one truly describe their collection of footwear as a menagerie without possessing a single pair of brogues? I think not.
직원실 어디 가면 되지? 좆됐어.
No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. kids are reminded that I'm not your mum.
Remember the start of the show? Remember when we were going to talk about nostalgia? Oh, what a paradise it seems. And yet, here we stand, talking about training shoes. Another vision gone awry over the savage passing of time. How fitting. How dreadfully sad. Things used to be better, dear listeners. How can you know for sure? Well, my show is over. They can't be getting better, can they?
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. Unattended sandwiches
직원실.
will be eaten by me. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry.
업무 이해는 뭐?
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
I'm DJ Shorts, the host giving you the most on campus radio. It's been too long, and I've been dying to play this next song. See if you notice what they do on the 9th bar in the 2nd verse. Oh, it's really something. We'll be back after this.
End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do? There's a fly in here. Staff are reminded to be inspirational.
Who even goes to the student union? When I want a milkshake, I don't want a pint of Milkmaid. It's so artificial. I just can't take it anymore. I'd much rather go a little off the beaten path and try something local. And preferably very lumpy. Anything from the stomach churner dairy and Smogley is sure to be nice and separated. Now that's a milkshake.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
여기다 과학관을 하나 짓고 밀리면 된다는 거네. 이렇게 하면 되는 거네요.
Students are reminded to set reminders. The campus is expanding, even more than usual. Skills are not transferable.
And now, a segment about a student taking an exam. Bertie had been up all night preparing for an important test. He'd done the revision, he'd set his alarms, but then, some hours later, disaster struck. It was as he finished his paper that he realized he hadn't been using a pen. He thought he was dotting I's and crossing T's, but sadly, he was just making gestures with his hand over a piece of paper. It's a nightmare for so many of us, but today it was Bertie's reality.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. Now taking students for virtual normality. Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
야, 직원들 고용하다가 돈 다 나와.
Where your class is it really worth going?
New to the Cromley student range. Unfoldable pizza. It'll fill you up without filling up your cupboards.
Oh yeah.
Cromley's unfoldable pizza. It's a fraction the size of your average frozen pizza.
Whoa.
And when it's unfolded, well, you've got yourself a whole pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. Students are reminded to find themselves. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
You've been waiting for this, and now you have. I'm finally going to talk about the Boogie Nights. I'm sure I didn't need to tell you that I was actually in on the group of Funky Nights very, very early. And I thought they were a real bright spot in the county's music scene. But I must say, I'm just not enjoying them as much these days. I mean, really. I know I like them, but they just shouldn't be this popular. Another perfectly excellent obscure band ruined by too many fans. It's just selfish. It really is.
Students are asked not to ask questions. Affected students should pretend that they're listening.
화장실이 너무 멀어.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid.
막장이. 야 근데 이게 잘 된 거래. 개인 목표가 뭐지?
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio.
왜 이렇게 힘들어하냐?
Welcome to 2 Point Radio. This is Harrison Wolf, and I will be your host of this little sonic get-together. This is the party within the party. The sandwich and the lunchbox. The thing in the thing. I'll think of some words, and we'll be right back.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
교수가 왜 이렇게 많이 필요해? 야, 공부도 안 하는데 새끼들 맨날 놀기만 하는데, 야, 밥 먹고 놀기만 해. 공부를 안 해요. 왜 이래? 아, 왜 이래? 피곤하다고? 아, 새끼들.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
이 끔찍한 걸 꺼낼 때가 필요해.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
피곤함, 지루함, 지루함. 그럼
Announcement. Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means.
In the news today, local film star Roderick Cushion is in a spot of bother after he was photographed throwing a bagel at some photographers. It's pretty bad luck that those freelance photographers were in his bathroom at the exact moment he decided to start flinging bagels. I mean, what are the chances?
Skills are not transferable.
야, 파산하게 생겼어. 좆됐다. 파산하게 생겼는데. 향수병 조졌다는데 뭐 사줄 수 있는 게 없네.
Staff are reminded to care about students.
직원값이야? 진짜 좋댔다.
I've lived in Two Point County for more years
Yeah,
than
I-
I can remember, but every now and then I still hear an expression for the first time. This morning, I bumped into Ricky Hawthorne, and after a nice chat, he says, "Time to see a man about a dolphin." I have no idea what it could mean. Don't tell me though. That man's an enigma, and I choose to keep him that way.
It doesn't matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities.
잠깐만.
Students are reminded to set reminders.
여기는 한 명도 없어. 수업을 할 수도 없고 사람도 없어.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
New to the Crumley student
나가.
range, instant casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day. Come on! With Crumley's new instant casserole range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
야, 이러다 대출하게 생겼는데? 초반부터 너무 크게 만들었나?
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
VR 직원들 왜 이렇게 많아? 너는 셋이서 해.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
Harrison Wolf talking the days away on 2 Point Radio. We got a lot more radical radio for you today. There will be music, there will be speaking, and if we're lucky, we'll have some county-shaking news that'll make us see life differently. Forever. But first, I gotta find my pencil. Wish me luck.
It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed.
이게 왜 이러냐?
your summer. I know I will. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do?
와 망했어. 내일 합시다. 야 이거 너무 어렵다. 게임이 생각보다 어려운데? 내일 해보자.